Yo guys, Late Games here and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be talking about Myka Stauffer. I believe that's her name. I'm not going to repeat it just in case I got it wrong, but this is how it's written. So, she's gotten a lot of controversy recently because basically, a few months ago, I believe it was 8 or 9 months ago, they adopted this child from China. So guys, this is just added in while editing. It actually seems like these people had this child for 2 years. I will explain that more later on in the video, but it's not 6 months. I got that incorrect. It's actually 2 years. Although this child from China actually had autism, and it is also believed that he had reactive attachment disorder, which is characterized by extreme separation issues due to trauma and neglect. This is what it says here. So, she is a massive YouTuber with 712,000 subscribers, and the controversy came from their recent video, An Update on Our Family, got 2.2 million views, and basically in this video they were on about the child they adopted and basically saying that they're putting him up for re-adoption basically. So in the video there's a comment from herself. It says, "We would never just give up a child with special needs. This is a personal matter to Hux. It's nothing to do with he just had autism. Multiple scary things happen inside the home towards our other children, and if these events happen with one of my biological kids, after all the help and after the behaviours we witnessed, sadly, we would have no other choice than to seek help and get their needs met." Huxley wanted this decision 100%, and we saw family time with other people. He constantly chose them and signed and showed tons of emotion to show us and let us know he wanted this. Huxley never had a say in his adoption, and he needed more help and also wanted this, and we know that 100%. So it's not necessarily the part of re-adoption, especially if they say that he wanted it, is a bad thing for me. Although one thing I will say is that if this kid grows up and sees the amount of views they've got with titles of videos in his name, surely he'll feel a bit hard done by. There's actually a petition going on. It says remove her monetized YouTube videos exploiting a special needs child. I don't know whether that's actually wanting them to get it removed or just demonetized. So there are two main videos of the child, which is called Huxley by the way, one with 213k views and one with 166k views. As it's a family child, I would have thought that this got quite a lot of money, although this is not going down well with their fans. Twitter, for example, this one tweet says they adopted a toddler from China knowing he had autism and profited off him for a year. Now that things have gotten harder and the excitement of being white saviours has worn off, they decided to rehome him and return him as if he were an animal or a toy. I do get where they're coming from. It is quite a bad situation, but at the same time you have to understand that viewers don't live with him on a daily basis, and you don't know what his needs were and how much effort and how much they actually tried towards it. So I don't think you can make a story. Although what I would say is adoption is a choice, so why adopt a autistic child if you don't think you can handle it? Although they do say that they weren't aware that he was as severe as he was. Although I must say, this part is just my opinion by the way, not really the news. But I think that these YouTube family channels are a bit of a dangerous game. Obviously it's a common thing that if you look at the entertainment industry, kid stars go off the rails, and I feel like this is just building up for these kids to go off the rails like that. So I just don't think sticking your kids on camera with all these people viewing them growing up is the bestest idea anyway, but that's just my opinion. Obviously you're entitled to your own. So guys, before I say this, I just want to make it clear that these are just allegations, and although there's a little bit of proof, I don't want to say anything concrete. I'm just going to show you what actually has sort of been proven and thrown out there. So loads of people have sort of pointed at the fact that they might abuse their children. Again, this is just allegations, and I'm going to show you what has been shown. So there's been a video surfacing, apparently they privated it, but apparently it's still on Chinese media, and it's a video of Huxley with duct tape on his thumb. Apparently it's to stop him sucking his thumb or something, and there's a screenshot going around at the moment. Yeah, but this is mad. Obviously, a very weird parenting technique there. Also, Myka Stauffer has been said to be a nurse, and it says that she assaulted a pregnant co-worker when she was a nurse. I have no doubts that she abused her son. Again, that's just a tweet, not my opinion. But it says plaintiff was involved in a public disagreement with a non-pregnant co-worker. Following that incident, her surname, must be her old surname, who was a new hire with no prior disciplinary history, was immediately moved to a final written warning. If I'm being honest, if she's got no history, this is probably just a one-off incident, but this is what people are throwing forward. Plaintiff, on the other hand, was terminated, which was for next. So apparently she got, her contract was terminated from her workplace for these events: public altercation with a co-worker, an incomplete assignment sheet, improper clocking, advising nurse on substitution of medications, a failure to timely respond to a resident call light, a failure to timely deliver medications, and a failure to assist a resident in the search for her glasses. Yeah, anyway guys, I don't think actually that's that deep, but as I said, that is what's being thrown forward, so that is what has been said. Anyway, let's continue with the video. So it actually turns out that I got the 8 months thing wrong. It was actually 2 years ago, as shown by this article here. It says this YouTube influencer couple adopted a boy from China. 2 years later, rehomed, her words, like he's an animal, him because they did not want to deal with his autistic behaviours. There are videos where they duct taped his hands as punishment for thumb sucking. Their 4 bio children are looking to adopt again. I think if you made the decision to adopt and it hasn't worked out and you do have biological kids, I think you shouldn't do it again, in my opinion. I don't know what goes through people. Here are her posts in an adoption group asking advice on how to pick a child. Anyways, if you follow this family on YouTube, stop making them famous. So it says, we are going back for our second adoption and want to see if anyone has written a blog post or has a good article on picking a child. I want this time to feel like it just happened versus searching for a child. Any good reads, please send them my way. Our son adopted from China is very delayed but is obsessed with food. I understand the reasoning, however, if he just ate, he always stares at someone when they eat. You can't eat food without him watching you eat. Even if he has food in front of him, has anyone experienced this? Does it lessen time? And it drives my husband bonkers. I don't think that's that bad in itself, but it is mad to see such big YouTubers sticking themselves in a child group, especially if they've got that many subscribers. I know loads of YouTubers wouldn't do that. Anyway guys, that's the situation. I know it's mad, so leave your thoughts in the comment section. I know it's a mad situation. Obviously, you can never say too much about these situations because there's a lot going behind the scenes that you don't know. But yeah, if you did like this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys.